Well, I'm making a video to show what I'm hoping is good news. If you up in my canopy of my oaks, they still look pretty good. By the way, this is a gypsy moth video. That tree over there, pretty lacy, pretty thinned out. We've had a horrible mess every day in the pool from the shit falling out of the trees. And that's what it is, so sorry. And anyways, noticed something today. What must have happened is when the week after Memorial Day, the Daggers and the Brokaws were here all day the day that they were supposed to spray for gypsy moths. We could see the plane bank in its turns in that sky up there and not come this way when it sprayed. We could see that way. It was more obstructed then because our neighbors took a tree out, but you could see the tree or the plane bank in its turns and go the other way. And also to the north, they were banking, I'm guessing somewhere around town line, but you could see the plane. Nothing that way and nothing in this whole subdivision. But what I'm thinking must have happened was that we got some drift, some good drift, because look at all these caterpillars have come down out of the tree. And this has happened, I believe, to be in the last 3 days because I'm out here a lot. Now, some of them look kind of healthy, but I'm going to show you something. I need a stick. They are basically, I'm not going to push him, I'm just going to drag this across him. They're basically skin and goo. There's really nothing to them. Some of them, see, just yuck. There's a good one. That's what's left of them. I've been saying for 3 years, or 3 summers ago, I started seeing male moths flying. Not very many, but enough. I knew what they were from when we had these before. And then last year, and I called, I believe it was a township that I called that year. And then last year, the male moths were flying by the thousands around here. And we started seeing females stuck here and there. And as many males as around here, there had to have been females. So I knew that this year was going to be bad. So I started making my phone calls last year, 2 years ago, last summer. And I was not a happy camper when I found out we didn't get sprayed. But sometimes, we'll walk over to this tree. Sometimes things happen that you don't know what's going to happen. They're just everywhere. The entire tree, far out as I can reach. But they keep going. There's even this, I got a battle scarred white oak tree here. We're gonna take it down. It's a mess. We even used it one year for throwing axes at it. Sorry, tree. But that's where I noticed them first. Because the contrast, you can see them. And they are in all kinds of forms of being dead, which is good news. Can you imagine when them caterpillars are eating and there's nothing after them? They get probably as big as your pinky almost by the time they're done eating. Not quite that big, but they're big. And I don't know how much leaf surface each one eats, but it's a bunch. and your leaves will all go away. And probably I'm going to thank God that happened,